What's up, guys? 513 here, and today I'm back making videos. I had some complications with my computer and everything, um, with issues with my graphics card, and then also had to reformat my hard drive, so which I lost all my software, and I finally got it back. But I want to talk today about a little bit about the patch that's coming up for Diablo, and also the changes in my tune and the progression of the game, where people get so bored of this game. You farm act 3, farm act 3, you farm act 3, you decide to go do some Ubers, stuff like that, farm keys, and there's really not much of the game to do except farm act 3, which is getting pretty boring and tedious, but hopefully it's taking a while with these patches that Blizzard's coming out with, and they need to come up with something sooner than later, because it's going to be a really dead game. It's not going to save. I mean, what is it, a week or two before Path of Exile comes out for open beta, and you will see a lot of YouTubers, a lot of streamers, and just general people are going to be heading over there to be playing that game, which I'm gonna take a look at it. I don't really think it will. I've watched it. It just doesn't seem like my cup of tea. So I will probably be just sticking with Diablo, and still farming Act 3 while everyone else is playing a new, exciting new game that came out. That will probably, I think it's free to play too, so that'll be really cool for the community. But I want to talk about my character and how he has evolved from being that 5 to $30 million or million gold Barb to being a little bit better off with better gear. And you see the massive differences. I mean, like before, I think I was only doing like maybe 40,000, at most 50,000 DPS, but I have really great viewers that definitely come in and help me out, and help me find better gear and let me know what is the best gear to get for the amount of gold that I currently have, because I'm not one of those guys where I have half a billion just sitting in the bank, like, oh, I'll put a bid on for these 200 million gold fucking pants, or stuff like that. But one of my viewers actually picked this up for me. It's this mace. It has decent stats, doesn't have the greatest stats. He picked both up my weapons for under 5 mil together, so I mean, there we go. A little bit big thing on this one is the crit damage and the lifesteal on this one, and it was like, I think 2.5 mil for this. And Ice Climbers, high on strength, high on resist, more life. The only thing that it's lacking is movement speed, and that kind of sucks, because to get my ticks you need to have movement speed, and boots are the easiest thing to get movement speed on. And this right here, this was my first set item that I ever found. I was really happy about this because of the 11% life. The each hit adds 434 life, so I get that life on hit, strength, vitality, magic find, and a socket to put more strength in. Awesome. I was so happy about that. And then if you take a look at the other set piece to it, you will get an additional 100 vitality, which vitality is key to be able to survive. And then one of my rings, 160 strength, each life on hit, 286 crit hit chance, big thing. And you'll see why when we get into the dig into the deeper stats of why having those high crit hit chances on each item does help out a lot. And then another ring with crit hit damage at 26%, crit hit chance at 6%, and another socket in there, so that does help out a lot too. Bracers, 163 strength. I dropped my strength on these to get that crit hit chance, and then it has some resist and vitality, which is great. The chest piece is Blackthorn Surcoat, 3 sockets, put in strength in there. It's got resist, high on vitality, Strength could be a little bit better, but I still think it was a great pickup for the price that we paid for it. And then my gloves, low on strength, low on vite, but I make up for that in attack speed and make up for that for crit hit chance increased by 10%. That's a fucking big deal. 10% is. And then shoulders, 250 strength, 100 and 3 vitality and 70 resist. And I know a lot of you guys are like, well, what about the Vile Wards? What about them? Did I sell those? Oh, here they are. These are my old Vile Wars, 236 strength. I get a little bit of more of all resist on it, but the thing is, this doesn't have any vitality, so I would lose 4,700 vitality, which I'd be down to 39,000. So that's a big difference there. And then my helm, the Immortal King's Triumph, 100 strength, 40 vitality, 10% life, crit hit chances is 6%, and the socket I put in a increased bonus experience of 25%. But when I'm not doing Paragon leveling, I always have this in, so it'd be 15% additional to life. And then my Ami, 62% damage increased, and crit hit chance up to 8%, and strength at 117. And then there were some other amulets that I had that I didn't, that looks good on paper, but in reality it's not. So my DPS is about 92k. But here's the big thing, and with buffs and everything, I'm at 58% crit hit chance. So half of my hits, essentially, if you look at it, are going to be crits at 427%, which is amazing. But I have another weapon that can do better. With this scorn right here, I would just dominate my crit hit chance. But the problem is, Whirlwind Barbs, you don't get this ticks as fast enough with this item. I would have to increase my attack speed up quite a bit, and that would cost more in the long run. So that's the reason why I'm not using that. Once I get money and be able to do that, then we'll think about going to a two-hand weapon and being Whirlwind for that. But right now, I'm not going to be able to do that because I can't afford that. As you can see, I only have 6 million. Maximum life, total life bonus, 31%. Now, once I put this in, that's another 15%, so it's pretty crazy right there. Lifesteal, I get the lifesteal from this, and also my belts, which is very important. This is where I'm lacking at, and I really need to work on that. I might get a pair of bracers. I might get some new boots to get that additional increase. But ice climbers at that cost a lot too. So gold find 100%, and magic find at 128%, and your experience gains for your Paragon leveling. And what was it, a month ago? I think it was at 9 or 10, if that. I'll have to go back. I mean, I'm at 28 now. I make myself a personal goal. Each day I will get a Paragon level, and that's the goal for me. And since I've been doing this, I've been getting legendaries. I got more set pieces than I have in the last 50 hours of playing the game than I did the first 1,000 hours of playing the game, which is remarkable for me. And that was one of my set pieces, and then I got these dropped off, and a few other things. Then I'm going to be working on a wizard, so that's gonna I'm going to be doing videos on that too. But thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, put them below. If there's anything that I can work on as a barb that is very inexpensive, please put that below. Please help me out. And if there's something that you need to have that you want to be helped out with, please let me know, and I will help you as much as possible. This is 513. I'm out. Peace.